Yeah. And so what is like the work environment at? Does it require long hours? Is it a bunch of like, trial and error? Is it just like a bunch of people say it's like a growth hacker, right? They hire a bunch of
Right,
growth
right, right.
hackers. And so what is it like working in a startup though?
Are you asking this more for the employees that I have right now, or more for like my kind of role and position
As a
as
CEO,
the CEO?
yeah, how is it like? Is it always an issue of finding the next cash flow or finding more customers and
Yeah, I
um
mean, I'll just tell you a little bit of a story. Just recently, because of all this coronavirus thing, I'll just give a very practical example. When you said cash flow, that's exactly a problem that we were having, because a lot of people had a lot of money tied up, and it's hard to get paid if people can't, with the liquidity problem.
yeah.
Money doesn't flow and doesn't go around, so ultimately it doesn't find its way around to you. Unfortunately, our client business is other client, their bank that basically lended them the money to do the financial services and advance them on the loan contracts. They actually laid off 300 people,
Oh, damn.
which is crazy, right? So the bank said, "Hey, you know what? We got a lot of money that's literally gone because they lended it out to businesses that kind of went bankrupt, So they had to like let go of 300 people, and then they basically finance my client, then the client finances me. But luckily, we kind of got it all sorted out, and we actually are working on a different product for them so that they can be self-sustainable, and it's more on like the credit monitoring and those kind of financial services, so that ultimately, if our client's doing well, we do well. And that's one thing I've realized. Like right now, if you look at the airline industry, not just the airlines are suffering, but the people who make food for the airplanes are suffering. The fueling companies that fuel the airplanes are suffering. The flight attendants that are there are suffering. There's ramp agents. The airports are suffering. The shops in the airport, the businesses in the airport are suffering. There's so many things that are tied together, and that's kind of the hardest thing, like that, that I face as a CEO now, is that like we got to figure out how everybody can like get the bread, so to speak. You can't just think about yourself right now, because right now, like if people are doing well around you, you do well. So
Yeah,
that's
that makes sense. And